Hi friends, it's Amy. Welcome to my bookish life. Today, I have a haul for you. It's so much. So let's get to it. So I have my Books and Treasures box, my Book of the Month box, just a little bit bigger this month. I have a fun surprise mystery box that was graciously sent to me through a contest that I won, and I have a book outlet order. But first, I want to talk about this book. This is Once Upon a December by Amy E. Reichert. Amy E. Reichert is a local Wisconsin author, and I'm like, yeah, give her my money because Wisconsin. So I have been wanting to try one of her books, and this book sounds so cute. I had it from the library. I started reading it. I didn't think I was going to finish it by the time I had to give it back, and there were holds. And I just ordered it. I used my points, so I didn't actually pay for this. I used Amazon points, but oh my gosh, I really hope that I get to this month. So this says, with a name like Astra Noel Snow, holiday spirit isn't just a seasonal specialty, it's a way of life. But after a stinging divorce, Astra's yearly trip to the Milwaukee Christmas market takes on a whole new meaning. She's ready to eat, drink, and be merry, especially with the handsome stranger who saves the best kringle for her at his family bakery. For Jack Clausen, the jewel marked with its snowy whites and charming shops stays the same while the world outside the joyful street changes, magically leaping from one December to the next every 4 weeks. It sounds so pretty. Okay, I'm really excited about that. Have you heard of Amy E. Reichert? Have you read any books by her? So I'm going to go with Book of the Month next. Should go in the order these came. So, Book of the Month is next. As BFF, you get one of the nominees for Best of the Year, Book of the Year, and I chose Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow because I read The Storied Life of A.J. Fikry, and I so loved it. I absolutely loved it. And I've heard such wonderful things about this book. So I'm really excited to have it on my shelves. The pick that I had for this month is The Circus Train by Anita Parikh. This book was actually recommended to me by Lorelei Zevin, who is the author that I interviewed for my channel in March, and she made it sound so wonderful, but it just really sounded like something that I would love. I know it's historical fiction. 1938, Lena Papadopoulos has never quite found her place within the circus, even as the daughter of the extraordinary headlining illusionist Theo. Brilliant and curious, Lena, who uses a wheelchair after a childhood bout with polio, yearns for the real-world magic of science and medicine, her mind stronger than the limitations placed on her by society. It just, so good. I want to read it. Want to read it? Oh, man. And then I also picked up The Rewind by Allison, Winn, Scotch, and I just last minute decided to add this on because I heard people talking about it, and it just, the way that they were talking about it sounded so good. I just decided to go for it. When college sweethearts Frankie and Ezra broke up before graduation, they vowed never to speak to each other again. 10 years later, on the eve of the new millennium, they find themselves back on their snowy New England campus for the wedding of mutual friends. Frankie's on the rise as a music manager for the hottest band of the late 90s, and Ezra's ready to propose to his girlfriend after the wedding. Everything is going to plan. They just have to avoid the chasm of emotions brought up when they inevitably come face to face. It just, New Year's Eve, it's just a wonderful setting for a book because anything can happen. And then there's some stickers So cute. And meet your 2022 book of the year. That's the one I got. These are the ones I could have gotten. It was between Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow and A Flicker in the Dark. And Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow, like, had to go for that once I read The Storied Life of A.J. Fickery. Loved the writing in that, and I wanted more. I know it's not the same, but it is the same author, so I'm hoping there are similarities. All right, and then this one I'm so excited to open. Jennifer Chambliss Bertman. Jennifer Chambliss Bertman is an author of a book that I read. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So I read this book in October? I think I read this in October. Sisterhood of Sleuths. If you saw my wrap up at all or heard me talking about it, this book is largely steeped in Nancy Drew nostalgia, but also is a wonderful book of friendship and finding your people, right? And I just loved it so much. I also love this book, the book Scavenger, by Jennifer Chambliss Bertram. And this one, it is a game called the book Scavenger, where you leave certain clues online telling you where to find these books around the city. And it's so fun. Apparently it's a real thing, which I think is so cool. I read this a few years back and I really liked it. The author who I follow on Instagram, Jennifer Chambliss Bertman, is Jennifer Chambliss Bertman, and she was running a contest for a copy of her 4 books. And she signed it to my students. It says, to Miss Bowman's students, UFRXD. I'm so excited. It's so cool. And then this is the second book, The Unbreakable Code of the Book Scavenger. And she signed it to Miss Bowman's students, UFRXD. Oh. And then this is The Alcatraz Escape. I think this is book 3. And she signed it, UFRXD. Yeah, I don't know what that means. I'm so excited to have these in my classroom. And then, so she, I won the contest, and then she was like, how many students do you have? And I was like, I have 30. And she sent me bookmarks for them. I'm so excited. This is so cool. I cannot wait to share this with them. I'm so excited. So cool. So cool. So she's probably not going to see this, but man alive. So there's a set for the book Scavenger, and then there's a set for Sisterhood of Sleuths. I'm so excited. They're going to think this is pretty cool. That's what they're going to say. That's pretty cool. They're such middle schoolers. But look it. So beautiful. So cool. Okay, this is Time Bomb by Joelle Charbonneau. This book is about 6 students, 1 school. Time is running out. Apparently, there is a bomb somewhere in the school, and it might be one of them. It might not. It's told through multiple point of views. And this is the kind of book that my 8th graders are super into right now. So as hard as I find it to read these kind of books right now, they think it's great. So I thought it would be definitely worth something to put on my shelves. It's told in multiple points of view and a limited amount of time, which I always think adds a lot of suspense to it. So definitely this is nice YA to add to my bookshelves. And then this is a dog called Jack by Ivy Pembroke. It's a total cover buy. Look at this. It's so cute. But it's also a Christmas book. So Jack is one lucky dog adopted by the families of every house on Christmas Street, or is it the other way around? For Sam, a widower recently returned to London, Jack is Christmas Street's unofficial welcoming committee. For Sam's young son Teddy, the small scruffy mutt is a much-needed friend. I mean, come on, right? And then this is 1,000 Questions by Saadia Faruqi. This is a book that has kind of been on my radar for a while. I wanted to get an advanced copy of it, and I wasn't chosen. Meeni is not thrilled to be spending the summer in Karachi, Pakistan with grandparents she's never met. Fortunately, she has a beautiful new journal where she can write about all of her experiences. But secretly, she plans to use it to write to her long-absent father. The other side of town, Sakina still hasn't told her parents that all she needs to be accepted to school is to improve her English test score and figure out how her family could possibly afford to lose the money she earns working with her Abba in a rich family's kitchen. I just love these stories that take place in different cultures and give me an insight into them. This is The Ice House by Monica Sherwood. This is also blurbed by Jasmine Warga, which made it that much more intriguing. This says there's no escape from the freeze. Louisa feels trapped. There's a global temperature drop and her family's been snowed into their apartment building for months. Her parents are overwhelmed. Her little brother is driving her up the wall. She's barely seen her friends, so they're growing apart. But her neighbor and former friend Luke has been around a lot after his dad's scary ice-related accident. The universe is out of whack and all she wants is for normal to return fast. It's also blurbed by Dusty Bowling, who wrote The Insignificant Events in the Life of a Cactus, which I absolutely loved. So yeah, it just felt right. And the blurb sounded really interesting. It might start melting by next Friday, Dad said. Sergeant Cole got a tip from someone at the National Guard. Mom forced the hard edge of her shovel into the mound of frozen snow. I'll believe it when I see it, she said over the crunch of metal against ice. Maybe they're right this time, I said. I don't know. Oh, next, I grabbed Hidden Pictures, which I did not pay this much for. But I just have heard so many wonderful things about this. I love that there are pictures in it, and I love that those pictures tell the story. I am so intrigued by this thriller. I don't even want to read a whole lot about it. I just want to immerse myself into reading it. I got A Boy Called Christmas, Father Christmas, The Girl Who Saved Christmas, and A Mouse Called Mika, which is somehow connected to A Boy Called Christmas. So I think that it goes, actually, Father Christmas and Me. So I think it goes A Boy Called Christmas, then The Girl Who Saved Christmas, then Father Christmas and Me. I did not say that correctly. And then a mouse. I don't know where the mouse belongs in there. It was just with all of the rest of them. And look at these illustrations. It's so cute. Oh my gosh. Anyway. So I've heard really great things about this series, and I love Christmas stories. I have a lot of kids that ask for Christmas books around, it might not be till next year anymore that they want to read them, but maybe. So, great addition to my classroom. And then finally, I got Superheroes Without Capes. Discover the superpowers of 20 famous people and find your own too. looks to be a great nonfiction that talks about different famous people. What is a superhero? A person with what is a superhero? A person with uncommon powers, someone who has a special mission to carry out, like saving humanity. Reading the pages of this book, you will discover that history, especially recent history, is full of men and women who possessed great talents and who committed themselves to making sure Earth continued to be a beautiful place to live in. There's Frida with her great passion for art, the brilliant Einstein with his sardonic smile, courageous Gandhi with his patience and nonviolence, the adventurous Armstrong and his first leaps on the moon's surface. 20 people, men and women, tell you about their successes, the incredible results they achieved, and their victories, but also their fears and their uncertainties. Men and women like you with generous hearts who are not perfect, but certainly filled with good intentions. Are you ready to listen to their stories and retrace their steps? A unique voyage with super people in their everyday lives awaits you. Rosa Parks, Frida Kahlo, some of our favorites, Mother of Teresa of Calcutta. My kids love her. Stephen Hawking, Muhammad Ali. Oh, man. This is cool. This is going to be cool. And, of course, Malala Yousafzai, who is just such a great role model for young kids. My books and treasures. All right. Let's open the card first, Amy. Come on. In this world, only winter is certain. George R.R. Martin. Warm up to a new story with this book. Happy reading, Sarah and Eric. This bug smells so good. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's just permeating the whole room. Okay, let's see. This is care instructions. Okay. Oh, all I want for Christmas is more books. Oh my gosh. I love it. And it's totally true. Deck the bookshelves. Not 100% sure what this is. I'll have to check it out when I look at the spoiler card. Winter Public Library. L. Frank Baum, who was the author of The Wizard of Oz. Scan here to find me. I'll have to do that. See what that's all about. Oh, Snickerdoodle. Oh, yeah. That is so what I smelled. This is soap from Lloyd's of La Luna. They use them quite often. Snickerdoodle. I mean, I can tell why they use them. This is good. This smells so, so good. Oh, that's where the coffee is. Let's see. We have Southern Pecan. I had a conversation with somebody today, and we were trying to decide if it was supposed to be pecan or pecan. We didn't really come to a conclusion, but blueberry vanilla. Oh, so my favorite. I love that one so much. And coconut cream. That one's good. I like it. I'm not a huge coconut person. I think I get that from my dad. And I like it a lot more than him. Like, he hates coconut. But, oh, look it. It's Sienna. Oh, I love it. It's so cute. And the book. Almost forgot about this. There's the bookmark. Very nice. It's got the 2 charms on it, so you slip it into the book. Okay. Here's the book. It's going to be middle grade. It is paperback. Okay, ready? A Gathering of Days. Oh, this is a Newbery Medal winner. A New England Girls' Journal from 1830 to 1832. It follows the life of Catherine Cabot Hall, 13 years, 6 months, 29 days old. Coming of age in 19th century New Hampshire. Records both the hardships of pioneer life and its many joys. Even as she struggles with her mother's death and her father's eventual remarriage, Catherine's indomitable spirit makes the saga an oftentimes uplifting and joyous one. Very Little House on the Prairie. Oh, yes. A little older than when Little House on the Prairie takes place, but yes. Yes, please. Cool. I've heard of this. I've never read it, though, so that's very cool. I don't know if I even have a copy of it in my classroom, but now I do. So, very cool. So that's what I have for today. I'm not going to hold any of it up again because that was a lot, and it kind of hurt my back a little bit. I would love to hear what you have to say about any of these books. Have you heard of them? Have you read them? Where should I start with all of these? Let me know down in the comments. I love hearing from you. That's all I have for you today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, I would love it if you gave me a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, please subscribe. I hope you're finding something wonderful to read. And until next time, happy reading. Bye.